Alright guys, so in this video, I'm gonna go ahead, break it down, share with you guys my long-term stock portfolio for income and for growth. Now I've been investing in the stock market. I started my bucket list portfolio a little over a year ago now. And at this point, I've broken it up into growth and into dividend-based stocks. I'm gonna go ahead, reveal all my stocks that I plan to hold on to for a very long time. Some of these stocks are gonna be in their early stages, meaning these are generational companies that have the potential to go ahead and 10x, and then others are gonna be mid-stage companies that have potential for growth. And then additionally, I do have dividend stocks because I love investing in these companies for their cash flow, where they pay me out every single quarter, and I have some more cash to go ahead and reinvest into the stock market with. But we'll go ahead and jump right into it. If you are new to the channel, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. And if you like videos like this, don't forget to smash that like button. But let's go ahead, jump right into it. Now, the stock market has been extremely crazy lately. There's been a lot of volatility in the stock market. So, of course, when you're investing in the stock market, invest in only companies you fully understand and that you plan to hold on to for a very long time. That's been my investment strategy from day one. And that's really my little piece of advice here. But jumping into the portfolio, I call this my bucket list portfolio. With this portfolio, the current value is sitting at $115,557. The total gains are $2,225 just in this last day here. Now, here we go, guys. This is how I go about breaking down this portfolio. I have a 45% allocation to my growth pie. Basically, the growth pie is all stocks that have 10x potential for growth. All of these stocks are going to be companies that are in their early stages or that are generational companies that are looking to go ahead and disrupt different industries out there. So I'm very bullish on these stocks. I believe all these stocks within the next 5 to 10 years have the potential to go ahead and 10x. Now from there, I have 25% allocated towards technology. Technology is going to be mid-stage companies, in my opinion. These are companies that are well established, that already are making a ton of money. Plus, majority of these companies do pay me out a dividend as well, so I'm getting some cash flow. And these companies still have growth potential. But as far as 10x returns in the next 5 years, I don't believe these companies have short-term 10x returns, but long-term, I do believe these have 10x returns as well. And then from there, I have 6% allocation towards financials, communication services, and real estate. Within these are all gonna be dividend stocks. Basically, these are all gonna be stocks that are paying me out cash flow in all three of these sectors. And then we have consumer discretionary, consumer staples, utilities, and healthcare. Basically, if we go ahead and take all the way down from financials to healthcare, that's about 30% of my overall portfolio. The way I have the portfolio broken up is I have 45% into early stage companies, 25% into mid-stage companies, and then 30% into dividend-based stocks that are purely cash flow companies. So that's how I like to go ahead and break the portfolio up, because at the end of the day, I have the potential for those huge gains because this is a long-term portfolio. Plus, I am making cash. That's why I like investing in companies that pay out dividends, because they have the potential for more cash as they pay me out in dividends. But now we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the first pie here. The first pie is gonna be the growth pie. These are all my 10x early stage companies. The biggest one here, guys, is gonna be Tesla. Now, Tesla's current value in my portfolio is sitting at $16,714, with my target allocation at 37%. So this is actually one of my biggest holdings. I am a Tesla believer, love this company. I own a Tesla myself. I believe this company is way ahead of the curve when it comes down to technology and innovation. So Tesla is my big position here. Going down from that, the next four are gonna be my biggest positions from there, which is gonna be Peloton, Roblox, Airbnb, and Coinbase. Now with Coinbase, Airbnb, Roblox, I have a 6% target allocation. And then with Peloton, used to have a 6% target allocation. I did go ahead and reduce it down to 4% because I just didn't know which other one to go ahead and reduce down. So I am very bullish on all four of these though. So going down from here is going to be CrowdStrike and Shopify, which is going to be at a target allocation of 4%. Both of these companies, again, huge believer in both of these. I believe every single one of these companies have the potential for 10x returns. Now guys, if you do want me to go ahead and do a deep dive on any one of these companies, let me know in the comments down below. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep going here and sharing with you guys all the different stocks that I have, and I don't want to make this video too long. So going down from there, I have 3% allocation in the following companies. I have 3% allocation in Netflix, Square, Lemonade, Zillow, Uber, Teladoc, C Limited, Pinterest, Twitter, Etsy, and Spotify. As you can tell, these are all very risky companies, but these are all companies that are the leaders in their space. They are the innovators in their space, and they're the largest companies out there within their sectors. So I like every single one of these companies. However, with these growth stocks, they do fluctuate a lot more in market price on a daily basis, and that's why I take a long-term approach on any one of these stocks. But I am a believer in every single one of these companies, and I do have 3% allocated towards a bunch of these companies that I just mentioned. But guys, this is basically gonna be the growth pie. The growth pie is 45% of my portfolio that I am holding on to for a very long time. Now, jumping into kind of the mid-stage companies here, this is going to be jumping into my technology sector. Within the technology sector, I have 4 companies, and 3 of them do pay me out a dividend. But as far as my current value goes, I have $26,506 in this pie, and the 4 companies that I have is I have Apple, which is one of my biggest companies, and I have 64% target allocation in Apple with a current value of $15,425. Then from there I have Nvidia, Microsoft, and Google. Google is actually one of my most recent positions that I just added, and I know what you're probably thinking. On YouTube, why not invest in Google earlier? I used to have a position in Google, did sell out of it at one time, but I see a very long-term potential with this company, so I went ahead and added it right back. So 3 out of the 4 of these companies with Apple, Nvidia, and Microsoft, they do all pay out a dividend. So I like that about these companies because I'm building cash flow plus the potential for growth with all 4 of these. Now jumping into the next sector here, majority of these stocks within these next sectors are gonna be dividend focused stocks. So all of them are gonna be paying me out a dividend. And starting with financials, my current value is sitting at $7,422. I'm up $107 just in financials in the last day. And I have 2 companies in here, 60-40 split, JP Morgan Chase and American Express. I do believe JP Morgan Chase is the leader when it comes down to the banking sector. They are the company that's innovating and that's just ahead of the curve when it comes down to technology. So believer in that company as well as American Express. It's a play on travel, but their brand is second to none. I've loved their brand, and I think this company has a great potential for growth. So these are going to be the 2 companies within financials. Now jumping out to the next sector is going to be communication services, which we are down in today. But as far as my allocations go, I have 75% allocation towards Disney, and I have 25% allocation towards AT&T. Now, Disney did recently cut their dividends, but I do believe that this company will bring their dividends back, so I left this stock within this pie. And with AT&T, they pay out a nice dividend, and it's my cell phone wireless provider, so I do like this company, and they pay out, well, I just said that, they pay out a really good dividend. But these are gonna be the 2 companies within communication services. Now, jumping into the next one, the next pie here is gonna be real estate. Both of these companies I have in here do pay out very good dividends as well. These are going to be basically retail landlords. These 2 companies are the industry leaders when it comes down to the retail sector. These are landlords that have tenants that are on triple net leases that are basically paying for all their expenses. So I love investing in these type of companies because they have a safe dividend plus they pay out a nice dividend. So I have Store Capital, which focuses on mid-range or mid-level tenants, and then I have Realty Income, which focuses on larger tenants. And both of these companies, again, pay out really solid dividends. If we just look at Realty Income, which is actually a monthly paying dividend stock, they have a dividend yield of 4.25%. But guys, these are the 2 companies within real estate. Now, jumping into the next sector is going to be consumer discretionary. Again, both of these stocks are going to be well-known names, and I have 2 stocks, which is Nike and Target. And with both of these companies, they have great growth potential just because of their solid brand. Everybody knows of Nike and everybody's heard of Target as well. So these are going to be the two companies in consumer discretionary. Now, jumping into the next one is going to be consumer staples. Consumer staples, I do have two companies again that I invest in, and both of these companies have a very strong ecosystem and they are the leaders in their space. This is going to be with Costco and Cisco. Basically, I have 50% allocation towards both of these. Costco is a very strong ecosystem that I believe is just going to keep on growing, and with Cisco, this is a company that I've been investing in. I do go ahead and buy product from Cisco, so I like this company within the retail space. Now, jumping into the next stock and the next pie, it's gonna be utilities. Now, utilities in healthcare is about 1% of my overall portfolio, but I only have one stock in each of these. Within utilities, I used to have multiple other stocks, but I'm purely focused on renewable energy with utilities, and that's gonna be with NextEra Energy. NextEra Energy really focuses on renewable energy. They focus on wind energy and solar energy. And now jumping into the last pie is going to be the healthcare pie. And within this pie, I have one stock, which I have 100% allocation in, and that's going to be with Abby. So guys, these are basically going to be my long-term stocks for income and for growth. I have this portfolio split up into 45% 10x growth potential stocks, 25% in mid-range growth stocks, and then 30% into cash flow or dividend-based stocks. But guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and the transparency. I like to go ahead and keep it fully transparent, share with you guys on a week-to-week basis everything that I'm doing in regards to the stock market. These are gonna be all my long-term growth stocks and income stocks that I like to go ahead and invest in. If you did like this video, don't forget to smash that like button, as it really does help get this video in front of more people and keeps me motivated. As well as, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. If you do want to go ahead, take advantage of N1 Finance. They are offering $30 when you go ahead and get started with them. It is a limited time offer. Highly recommend N1 Finance for a long-term investor. But thanks again, guys. I'll leave it at that. I'll see you guys at the next one.